I always like to find out from you guys if any of you have had weird...
I handle body parts. I used to do Canada goose control.
They don't usually get me right away. That Canada goose control?
Yeah, with working border collies.
Were you on the border with border collies?
No, we were in North Carolina.
Y'all got Canadian geese?
Yeah.
Well, deport them motherfuckers back across the border.
I handle body parts. After surgery.
That's so good you clarified. I don't know what to ask. You ever lose anything?
Yes.
Somebody else.
We lose dead people all the time. Paperwork.
For legal reasons, I'm going to just move on.
They're not actually lost, it's the paperwork.
Okay.
Working with special needs kids.
Special needs kids. Okay. Well, we're not touching that. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm not a monster. Wait a minute. Don't say special needs kids.
Pathology.
What, you're going to have to explain that. It sounded like you said pissology, and I know that's not a thing, but
Anytime they removed something from someone from the ER, I think the craziest thing was the cucumber that had a smiley face carved into it.
Nope, we're good. All right. Somebody showed up with something inside them. Got it. Okay. Yeah. They make toys for this stuff. Don't use remotes and fruit. Yeah, nothing alive. All right, let's move on.
Telling engineers to stop screwing around with 750 volt 480 amp switchgear.
What'd you say? Why do you know him so well? Outside drive-thru? Portillo's has drive-thru? What? Okay. Changed my whole life. No, you work at Chick-fil-A. Go ahead. Tipped you with a bag of weed? Okay. Good. How was it? Sick, dude. I'll one-up you on that. I used to work at a liquor store in Daytona, and one time a guy came in and goes, I want to buy that six-pack. And I was like, I need money. He was like, I don't have any. And I was like, well, you have to have that. And then he goes, you drive a hard bargain. And I was like, nope. That's the whole bargain. That's how the world works. And he goes, hang on one second. He pulled out a little white baggie. And he goes, that's cocaine. And I was like, well, mostly. It's Daytona Coke. So okay. You guys are not a druggy crowd. But he goes, will that cover it? And I was like, dude, how bad is your drinking problem? I used to work at a liquor store. You guys have some real Four Loko energy. Okay. For those of you who don't know, Four Loko was a 12% alcohol beer that they were like, what should we do to spice this up a little? They're like, 5 Red Bulls and a dash of cocaine. It was insane. The original recipe, it was killing college kids. So in like 2011, they were like, we got to get rid of this. The government stepped in. So my boss, he went and got as much Four Loko as he could, right? Whole back room of the liquor store, completely filled to the brim. A truck came up, pulled it all out. My boss came out and he goes, listen, if anybody asks for more than 2 or 3 cans, do not give it to them. This guy walks in like 2 minutes later and he goes, I saw the truck. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like lying for minimum wage. And he takes a wad of cash out. He puts it on the counter. He goes, that cover it? And I went. And he goes, okay, one sec. And he takes another wad of cash out. He puts it on this side of the counter. He goes, that's for you. And I went, pull up the truck. Pull up the truck. Pull up. So I used to work in a video store. We should address video stores with these things. You know when I had my own fucking video store, okay? Fuck Blockbuster. Everybody's like, oh, the last Blockbuster, I missed Blockbuster. You know what you missed? A fucking home video store where you could walk through a wall of beads and see some titties, okay? That's what I had. Blockbuster had softcore, and it was fucking nonsense, okay? You wanted some real stuff. You came to me. And he's got the box for Passion of the Christ. It's Jim Caviezel, the actor, dressed as Jesus with just covered in blood. He got struck by lightning twice making Passion of the Christ. You guys know that? 2 times playing the Son of God. How many people in here have been struck by lightning? Make some noise. Okay, see? You got struck by lightning twice, and at no point did you think, maybe God's like, keep my son's name out your mouth, right? Like, so he took his movies and he left. 3 days later, he came back right on time. And he goes, I didn't like that one. And I was like, oh, film buff. Okay. I said, what didn't you like about it? And he goes, sad. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's a sad one. It's not a fucking rom-com, you know? It's the death of the Son of God. It's kind of sad. And he goes, you know, the guy dies in the end. And I was like, I was so sure I was in a dream. I was like, wake up! And then he stops and he goes, oh, one more thing. Also, subtitled. He goes, if I wanted to read, I would have got a book. And I was like, well, there's a book. It's long. It is. It's longer than a Mel Gibson movie, I'll tell you that. It is. There's a whole chapter just called Numbers. Okay, go ahead. He's got his Passion of the Christ and he's got his porn. It should not be a sentence. Here's the best part. This isn't the first time this has happened. You're a pastor, you brought a book with you. This is pretty on brand. Would you like to pitch me? I'm kidding. Evangelical Theology, an introduction. I don't feel like you should have the job yet. It's okay, no, yep. She's a pastor, everyone, so if you need to talk to somebody, go to BetterHelp.
Has anybody had a super weird job, something that is, oh, you ready to go? Okay. Hold on. You were a Statue of Liberty at Liberty Tax. You're just like, the Statue of Liberty at the Statue of Liberty. And I was like, that's not possible. But did you have to do this the whole time?
I have to hold up a sign or flag, and sometimes we give away free pizza, and it's really hard to give away free pizza for us to
Why, hold on. Why is the Statue of Liberty giving away pizza? Oh, bring me you're tired, you're poor, you're hungry. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
It was the Easter Bunny when I was 16.
Is everybody here to the costume job? Is this the cosplay capital? Mother. Man, we got a bunch of furries! You stop right there. You say it again.
Both Wiley and bilingual. As they go fly.
Can somebody translate that for me? What was it?
The bulls that great gold fly.
Oh, I don't know what any of that is.
Disney much here.
So this is a case where I'll keep it count. That's 4 costume jobs.
I was a dinosaur at a skating rink.
To close this with a joke would be insane. Way too good. What do you want? Oh, you keep it count. I thought you were raising your hand. I was like, knock off Chuck E. Cheese, knock off America. You too. I I can't do it anymore.
Ladies and bear and a rabbit and build a bear.
What?
I got one.
What? Not for you. What?
I was the girl cow at Chick-fil-A.
Wait. They're all Girl Scouts, right? Because I'm one of your goals.
I didn't ask questions.
That's a really good point. Well, you started asking questions when I played with Chick-fil-A. It's my time. You know, that's the weirdest clothing thing I've had. It's up there with a fight broke out. You guys have gotten up to fight breakout level. Best goddamn crowds, I swear to God.